Hi. I just wanted to say that my goal isn't to put these videos up before midnight. Midnight, I've been up for, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess I've been up for 10 hours, but it's just, I feel like it'd be better if my goal was to do it before I go to bed at about 7, or better around 5, which is 4:08 a.m. now, about 5 before he comes home, because I feel like my whole night is like isn't that uh, far gone at midnight. It just seems like it's not. It's better if it's before I go to bed rather than at midnight. So anyway, um, I drew a picture last night, which I think it's okay if I work on it. There's like one more hour until he comes home, but whatever. Or about an hour and a half, but I can do that right. It's just tonight. I just it's one of those nights where I put off everything at the last minute, and then I rush the last couple hours I'm awake, and I guess that works. But I don't want to be that type of person anymore. But I guess I can't help it because I'm it's complicated. But um, yes, I am wearing the same shirt. One of the upsides of being unemployed is you can wear shirts for several days in a row. Um, I don't want to be self-conscious how much I change my shirt every day. Because I want to be honest. But on the other hand, I don't want to wear like a shirt 2 weeks in a row and then say, oh, because it's just, I don't consciously, I'm too distracted with other things to say, then look down and say, oh, I'm wearing the same shirt and I've been wearing it for a week, I'm going to change. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's too distracting for me to change my shirt every day. I would rather just concentrate on other things. And why am I making excuses to you? You're freaking YouTube. Um, I just wanted to say to Justin, my new bud from Blog TV, and I know you guys hate hearing about Blog TV. It's annoying, but my new friend on Blog TV, we subbed each other, and I'm rubbing my leg, which is weird, very weird. Um, he is my last person that has replied to me on Twitter from I don't know 3 days ago or so, and he wrote something like ah ha 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 okay or all right or something, and I'll post my link on the side of my Twitter. It's just the same name as here. Um, and so every time that I go to check to see if someone replied to me, which not a lot of people know how to check on Twitter. You just type like at, or you just click on the site at, and then your name. And not a lot of people. That's one of the first things a newbie says is like, "Oh, I figured out how to see all my replies." Oh, I feel like such an idiot. That's what everybody says. But every time I click on that, it's the first one that says, "Ha ha ha." All right. It's like I have a thought in my head, and I'm thinking Justin is like my yes man with that comment on the top. Like, whatever I'm thinking of, he's agreeing with. So I love Justin. He's about 18 years old, and I love him. When he comes home, when Harry comes home, my best friend who I live with, uh, on Friday morning, on Thursday night he gets his paycheck, and Friday morning he goes over to Walmart and he cashes it. And I asked him to pick me up because we do have a few things we need that I know he won't get, especially because I have coupons here I want to use. Like this one is an online. I didn't get the other one. The other one's out of the box, but this one's an online coupon for save $2 in one package, which is pretty good because it's usually save $2 on two items. So one item is cool. It's uh, that pasta thing that you heat it up and then it's dinner. Um, anyway, because I said that this is really the only thing that's different in my day-to-day life is, what was it, my dinner? Um, this is, and I actually brought the actual thing in here because this is so riveting, right? And I'm already 5 minutes in. Good Lord. Anyway, this looks familiar. This is roasted garlic parmesan. This is Alfredo sauce. And it's a little under $2 a jar, which isn't bad in my opinion. Um, and it's basically like the recipe on the back, because this is how I got the idea. I just followed the recipe. It's chicken and creamy garlic sauce. That, like the recipe on the back of jars and containers and things, they have the best recipes. I know why, don't tell me why. Um, but they always have the best recipes, like on this or the spaghetti jar. Like if you're newlywed and you don't know many dinners, or you just aren't good of a cook or anything, just look on a jar like this, or um, like Hamburger Helper. I'm so white trash. Um, Spaghetti or something like that, and then look on the back, and then it'll have like a doctored up recipe for whatever it is. But this one is basically, it's different is you chop up tomato and then you put it in. Yeah, it's basically any kind of pasta, but it's usually like the spiral kind of pasta or the penne pasta or something. But I just use spaghetti noodles, and then chopped up tomato. And I used the chopped up tomato once, and the texture was kind of off. It was like warm. Like, who wants their tomatoes to be warm? I don't. It was mushy and warm, and I didn't particularly care for it. But it's basically chopping up boneless, skinless chicken breast, which we eat a lot of. At that and ground beef. But anyway, chopping it up, cooking it in olive oil if you want to, and then basically putting it with the pasta and finishing this, and then basically cleaning it out with a spoon, and then bringing everything to the same temperature and then eating it. And so it takes about, thawing the chicken takes a while, like almost 20 minutes it seems. And then the rest of it is like less than 30 minutes or so. So that's not that big a deal. Um, that's what we had last night for dinner. And then what else did I do? I went on my computer. There's this girl I've been talking to, like an actual girl, not like a computer, like, but an actual flesh and blood. Like two people had sex and then she was born. Yeah. Uh, yeah, this girl that we're not dating, but I asked her. I mean, I don't want to date her. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, this girl, I want to marry her like right now. But like, cause I started out as, cause I feel it would be less complicated if it was just like a fun relationship. She lives in New York, but like fun, through the internet. And then having the relationship I have with Harry, and then having it, strings attached, and then, that, like that. But I did ask her today, I said, could this lead somewhere if we both really got along and we really realized we had a thing together? And she said, yeah, something could happen. And don't ask me how old she is. I don't know. I met her like this last weekend, so I don't know. I'm the type of person to put everything out on the table. This is gonna be a two-parter, isn't it? Whatever. I'm gonna talk about my drawing that I did in my next video. Okay? Just hold on.